Sup fans, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a nice little video game review. Yeah, I need to do some video game reviews for you guys because well, not all the time I can because I don't really game that much and it took a while to get this video done, but I really want to do some gaming content. Well, not like gaming like that, but more like, you know, quick reviews and all that stuff. And unfortunately, just a quick heads up, I do not have a capture card and I did not record off my TV, so unfortunately I don't have any game footage for you guys. But even though I don't have a capture card, I hope you guys don't mind if I actually record off my TV, because this camera, this 4K camera I got, damn, it captures my TV really good. So without further ado, we're going to be doing like a nice little quick casual review of the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 1 for the Nintendo Switch. But then again, I could probably speak a little bit for all the other platforms coming up right now, and hope you guys enjoy the show. Alright guys, quiet on set. Scene 1, take 1. Action. Boom! Now, if you guys like this video, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you share with your friends, and also hit that bell for notifications because, well, it helps in a lot. And if you're new here, welcome, sit down, relax, and enjoy the show. And before we get on to the review, I just want to show you guys a little showcasing of the Switch version. Yeah, I got the physical release and I'm staring, and if I'm not looking at the lens, I'm looking at the screen here to making sure that everything is captured here. Open it up. There's a game card. Some inside artwork. Here's a little code for you guys to get extra bonus Master Collection versions of the classic songs, the best yet to come. My favorite, actually, can't say goodbye to yesterday. Actually, no, my favorite is Snake Eater. Yeah, and Snake Eater. Also, the code is redeemed. In the back, you get the code, and here you get some cool inside artwork. Oh, let's get on to the review. So how I'm gonna do it is that I'm just gonna cover the 3 main games and the MSX2 games, and I'm gonna cover some of the bonus content. I didn't get in everything and all that stuff, so yeah. And this review took a long time for me to finish because, well, look, I work, I'm a busy guy, and I don't really game much. That's why I also have a Nintendo Switch, because it's very convenient. I will get a PS5 Pro once they actually announce it. Oh, speaking of PS5, I also picked up the PS5 version, so this is awesome. All right, so back to the review. So you know what, I'm just gonna cover them just quickly, installment by installment. So we're going to be covering quickly Metal Gear Solid. So how does the port look? Well, actually, I played these games while they were still being updated. I think they're up to 1.5.1 or 0 at the time of this recording. They might have already updated it, because I think I also played the latest update for Metal Gear 2. So I just beat Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake and everything. So sorry. So basically, what are my thoughts on Metal Gear Solid on the Switch, or basically just how they ported the game? It's actually, no pun intended, pretty solid, but I had my issues when I got it. It was when they had that blurry filter, but now they removed that, or they can have the option to remove that, which is good. And also, I think they also fixed the 360 analog controls, which I was playing fine, okay, but then again, there are moments when I was crawling as Snake and all that stuff. It wasn't feeling right, because I had these games. I had the PS1 game. I had the original games. Well, I don't think original, but I have the original games and the original versions probably. I need to look at my collection. So it played fine, actually. The game is just, as far as I remember, it played as good as I remember. But then again, it did look a little soft, because I remember when I played it on the PlayStation 1, it looked sharper. But thank goodness the blur is, you know, I can turn it off. That's good. So. But it looked fine, it played fine, the controls were fine, but then again, I'm glad they fixed the 360 analog controls there. But I think it played fine a bit. There are some issues that I have with the game, that audio issues, where it just, it felt a bit, it got compressed like crazy. During the scene when they're gonna launch those missiles with those jets, when that one secretary, I believe, that was contacting Snake before you fight Liquid, the final boss, it got compressed. Like somehow you could barely hear what they're saying, and it just got so compressed. I don't know what happened. Hopefully they fixed that. But yeah, there were some glitches and issues with everything, and there are some changes here and there. Especially, I'm not a fan of how in the Switch version they censored some of the words, which they could have just, you know, they could have found a different way. But that's just me though. And man, other than that, it was aside from those issues, actually I quite enjoyed the port. I mean, that's not, I mean, it's the same game that I know and play. I would have wished they already implemented a new widescreen version, but then again, it's a fake one. They just stretched it, so I prefer more. I would have loved a more natural widescreen, but hey, that's why we got some emulators and fans to do it. But hey, if they wanted to preserve the original intent, I get it. And you know what? I think it's fine. I'm so used to 4x3 movies and 4x3 video games, especially on retro game ports. So I think this game played fine and everything. The sound, I think it sounds a bit better actually. I think they kind of cleaned up the audio just a little bit, and it's just great. I'm just glad that everything was ported over, and also the integral version is great. And also, if you have this game, if you haven't bought this collection on any platform, if you're in the UK, I recommend downloading the English US version, because you get the PAL version. It runs at 50 hertz, and on this one, the North American version is the NTSC US Japanese version, which it runs at 60 hertz. So yeah, you guys are getting a slower version, so make sure you guys download the North American version / I say Japanese too. All right, now let's just move on to Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty. Here's actually one of the biggest issues I have with the Nintendo Switch version, and I think it's more of a Konami than a Nintendo thing. This game and Metal Gear Solid 3, they should have been at 60 frames. I do not know why this was at a 60 frame. I mean, I don't know why they capped this at a 30 frames, but it's just off to me. I mean, the cutscenes are at 30 frames when the game came out, because I have the original game, but the gameplay was 60, so I'm mixed on that. Because actually, to be honest, when I was playing it, it was just as fast paced as the 60 frames per second version, the original version, which I found a little odd, but whatever. But at the same time, it could have been a 60, because there are moments, I am not fucking kidding, guys. It even Switch Up or Nintendo Life, somebody legit did a frame rate test on the game on the Switch, and there were moments where this game capped at 60. I am not kidding. It happened to me. It really happened to me. Basically, every time we're Raiden or Solid Snake, they open up the locker, it bumps up to 60, and you see it and you feel it. Like, I felt it. Oh shit. So I don't know what happened. I tested it on both handheld and on docked, and at first I thought that, oh, maybe they just capped it at 30 because they wanted to keep the resolution sharp, but nope, the resolution stayed razor sharp as hell at 60. So I don't know what the hell Konami was thinking at 30. That is actually my main issue with 2. It's not as much with 3, because the original version with 3, it was at 30 frames, but then again, I'll get to that later. But Metal Gear Solid 2, there were some things in the HD collection that they actually fixed, because I had the HD collection. The text for the opening credits for Metal Gear Solid 2, the logo was so little. You know, the scene where Snake gets on the tanker, it was so little, but they fixed it here. And also, it was actually it was still a smooth gameplay experience. It was still, in a way, fast-paced, but then again, I wish it was at 60, but whatever. But the game still plays just as fine as I remembered it, man. It's good. Oh my god. Actually, it was fun revisiting Metal Gear Solid 2. Actually, I'm one of those people that actually enjoyed Metal Gear Solid 2 when I first played it. I was actually one of those dudes that got used to Raiden initially when I first played it. At first, I was annoyed because, like, oh, we're stuck with this dude. I mean, it's not that he was a pretty boy. I just thought he did get a little annoying for me at first, but then again, near the end of the game, I'm like, man, this guy's so cool. I'm glad I stuck with Raiden. I wish we could have switched back to Snake, but whatever, man. But Raiden, well, he's such a great character in my opinion. But the gameplay is great. It's still fast paced. It's freaking good. It can get buttery smooth, even though it's at 30 frames. It's nice, but again, I wish it was at 60 frames per second. Again, hopefully, please, Konami. I don't know. I don't think they're gonna watch this video, but if they ever watch this video, please give us a 60 frames patch option, please. All right, now let's just get on to Metal Gear Solid 3, my favorite video game of all time. But then again, this is my favorite franchise of all time for video games. And I don't mind the 30 frames here because I'm used to the original overhead. This is before Subsistence came out. I'm more used to the overhead 30 frames per second version. And playing this at 30 frames is actually nice. But then again, there are moments where the frame rate did drop. This is before they started patching it up. It was the scene when you were climbing the hills before you meet Eva, before you hit Groznygrad. There were moments where, because I got spotted by the helicopter, I was hiding in one of those cabins. That shit dropped to like 3 frames per second. I am not joking. That shit was awful. And it took forever to get back on at least caution mode. Like, it was just ridiculous. But hopefully they patched that up. And there were moments where, like, during the codec scenes where the little vibration, the little voice thing froze. Hopefully they fixed that. So yeah, no, it was just weird. Aside from that, the game was fine. And also, yeah, it was a bit softer compared to the other ones. But I again, apparently they patched that, so that's hopefully that, you know, what did I see? I'll judge that. But I was so used to the 30 frames per second one, so I didn't mind that it was not at 60. Actually, I didn't mind, but then again, I'm still used to the original 30 frames, but then again, I would have preferred this game at 60 frames. So, I mean, because it was, they just took the HD collection versions of these two games and just ported over, which then again, I understand, yeah, but I understand it. Porting old games into a new hardware that was not meant for that hardware at the time, I get that. That's hard. But then again, they could have just patched this collection up before shipping it out. But so yeah, but going back to now I'm just gonna get on to my positives. Again, the gameplay is just as good as I remembered it, because this is the subsistence version. Oh my god, that shit is great. But you don't get some of the bonus content like Snake versus Monkey and all that stuff, which you do get in the original version. And unfortunately, you don't get that. But I love the modern camera, it's a way outdated controls, but then again, I like those controls. They're better. I just like the camera that you get to have it as a third person rather than overhead, which is so good. The story's still good. Again, I gotta say, the story is still damn good. These games hold up very well, in my opinion. You know, they're outdated in certain areas. Excuse me. Metal Gear Solid, actually, in my opinion, being the hardest one. Even if you play the game on easy, holy shit, that game is hard. They can beat your ass. So, no, it's just so nice playing Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater on the Master Collection. It's just so nice revisiting it, man. It is so nice, it's so good. The graphics still look damn good to this very day. The gameplay, I think, is the best one out of this collection, in my opinion. That's just good. But then again, I like Metal Gear Solid 5's gameplay, in my opinion, the best. That's just my opinion. But yeah, no, that game, man, that game is great. The acting, the story, it's just so good. It's perfection. The gameplay, that when you heal yourself and use camouflage, that is so good. But I'm mostly talking about the ports from the Master Collection, how it is. Maybe one day I'll talk about the actual games themselves, which is really nice. So yeah, Metal Gear Solid 3, it plays pretty fine at 30. Except that it frame drops, but I'm pretty sure they fixed that already. On all platforms, I think, not just on the Switch. I heard there was also frame rate issues on the other platforms, which is, ooh, shit. Hopefully they patch that up. Oh, man, what else do I have? Yeah, not much I can say. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 3 is great. The theme song is great and everything. And as far as I know, I'm pretty sure the video cutscenes, they were changed a bit for the government stuff. Well, the archival stuff, but I don't know. I feel like I think there are probably some songs, some alert songs that are missing. I haven't noticed that much. I need to do a side-by-side comparison, but everything seems intact. So, yeah. I'm gonna quickly get onto the MSX2 games, Metal Gear 2. They both play damn good. I still put those games on easy because, I mean, you know, sometimes older games, they kind of kick my ass a bit. But hey, you know, there's nothing wrong playing an easy mode. You know, if you just want to play for the story and experience and get warmed up with the gameplay is good. And Metal Gear, damn, that game is actually pretty good, man. That actually is fun to play, actually. I forgot how fun that game was. It's so good. It's the one with where you get the HD collection, Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake. Damn, that thing is, I think that game is tougher than I remembered it. Even though I felt playing on easy, I still get my ass beat and everything because there's a lot of traps here and there, especially with Metal Gear 1. But yeah, Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, that game is aged really well. Again, it's from the HD collection. Now I'm going to quickly talk about a bit of the bonus content. The NES version of Metal Gear, it's on here. I died once, and I'm good with that. And then there's Snake's Revenge. So Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake's Revenge from Metal Gear Snake's Revenge. Yeah, that game, again, died once, and I was good. It was cool playing those games at 60 frames. They're at 60 frames, which is cool, but yeah, they're not my cup of tea, but they're fun. They're actually fun to have. I'm glad that I appreciate that. And the digital comics and everything and all the bonus music, that's fucking awesome, and making a nice complete package. One of my big issues I have with this, I think it's with any version, you gotta download all the languages and everything and extra stuff, which I'm like, why wasn't... I get it for the cartridge, the Switch cartridge, but then again, I find it ridiculous that only the NES and the MSX2 games are on this one. But other platforms, man, I've heard that you had to download everything else, and it's like, you're using 4K discs, and it's on PC too, so why you gotta keep downloading stuff? But again, that's just me. That's just modern gaming, man. Shit, that's how behind I am with modern gaming. But yeah, but overall, guys, I am happy with this, even though it has its issues, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna keep patching this more and more. I mean, I've seen the Metal Gear Solid Delta videos, and Konami said that they're gonna keep patching it over. I mean, you know, they're gonna patch it more often, or just and more in the future. And I greatly appreciate that. Again, for the Nintendo Switch version that I got, please, 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 please patch that shit up with the 60 frames, man, because that would be greatly appreciated. So, what'll be my overall rating? You know what? Despite my issues, I kind of overlooked that some of the time, and these games still play just as good as I remembered it. Even though the 30 frames for MGS2, again, that is just unacceptable, but still, it still somehow played pretty good. I gotta say, I'll give it this a generous 8 out of 10. I wanna give it a 10 out of 10 because a lot of the stuff here is pretty damn good in my opinion, but unfortunately, it's been, from when I first played it, there were some caveats to it, but yeah. But overall, guys, I'm just glad this exists in a way, because it's just nice for me to have something official to play, you know? But then again, I do support the fan stuff out there, so shit, man. You know what? It'll be cool if actually Konami does an authentic widescreen patch for MGS1. Who knows? But then again, I'm fine with it as 4x3. So that is my video game review of Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 1. Please, MGS4 be on Volume 2, and Peace Walker, man. Ooh, damn, that'll be good. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thank you guys so much for watching my video. So let me know down in the comment section down below. Have you guys purchased this? On which platform did you buy? What you guys think of it? I would love to know. Please let me know down in the comment section down below. I would love to hear your opinions. And also, how big of a Metal Gear fan are you? I know I am. So this is Javi from JAVIWOOD Productions signing off, and I hope you guys enjoyed the show.